Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and I'm working on a couple of larger videos right now that need a little bit more time in the oven. So while we wait for them, I wanted to put out a kind of companion piece to the Anna video I put out a couple of weeks ago, since I accidentally put some misinformation out in that video, and I need to correct myself. First off is the extremely simple one. I said that Anna's only support in Three Houses is Byleth, but that's not true. Anna is even worse than I thought in Three Houses. She doesn't have any supports. I think I just default assumed that she had a support conversation with Byleth. I could have sworn I watched it on YouTube, but I must be confusing it with a conversation she has before her paralogue or something. I think this makes Anna the only Fire Emblem character to appear in a game with an avatar and not have a support conversation with that avatar. I might be wrong though, let me know in the comments if that is the case. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the 4 clerics in Fire Emblem 12 also can't possibly have a support conversation with Chris, so yeah, Anna doesn't even have that specialty to her name. God, it really is tragic to be Three Houses Anna. The other piece of misinformation is a little bit more complicated. I said, with pretty extreme confidence, that Anna runs the secret shop in Thracia, both because this seemed normal and because I found a screenshot of it on my old laptop. I got a couple of commenters saying that that's not the case, that the secret shop is in fact run by a random guy instead of Anna. Anna's only function in Thracia is to appear on the suspend menu. Because this contradicted the picture that I had, I decided to do some digging online, and I couldn't find any pictures of the secret shop run by either Anna or someone else. It's possible that they're out there, but Google failed me in this instance. However, since I'd gotten multiple people claiming that Anna does not in fact run the Thracia secret shop, I figured that they were probably right and I was probably wrong. Maybe there was a change made by my translation patch. After all, both of the common translations, Project Exile and Project Manster, take some liberties with the script, and so it doesn't seem completely out of this world that they would replace the random dude with Anna. She does kind of belong in the secret shop, at least in my mind. Someone suggested that this might be from a ROM hack like Super Thracia, New Theory, or Forsetti's Cut, and while I haven't personally played any of the Thracia Reduxes, I have watched a Let's Play of Super Thracia, and maybe I took a screenshot from that and just forgot about it and got it mixed up. Anyway, it seemed like case closed. The screenshot on my computer is in some way, shape, or form not from Vanilla Thracia, and in Vanilla Thracia, the shop is run by just some random dude. Except for then I got a comment from someone claiming that everyone who had commented before was wrong. They claimed that they had played Thracia on an original hardware on the SNES, and that Anna in fact appears in the secret shop on original hardware. Therefore, any changes must be the result of emulation errors. It's worth noting that neither the people claiming Anna wasn't there, nor the people claiming that Anna was there had given any evidence to support their claims. So I didn't really know what to take as the truth. I brought this up on stream, and chat added a further wrinkle to the mix. Apparently there are 2 different versions of Thracia. The ROM version, which is on original hardware, and the Nintendo Power version, which is also on original hardware. I'm not sure entirely what the changes between these 2 versions are, but I know that the Nintendo Power version came first, and the ROM version came second. The theory that chat came up with was that perhaps Anna had erroneously been left off of the Nintendo Power version and added back in during the ROM version, which is what led to the confusion. However, we soon learned that this was not the case. A user by the name of Maya was able to provide us pictures of her playing Thracia on original hardware and visiting the secret shop only to find that Anna was not there, just some random dude. To clarify, this is the ROM version, which came after the Nintendo Power version. And so while it is possible that Anna was removed from the secret shops in the later version, to me, that feels incredibly unlikely, and until I see a picture of Anna in the secret shop on original hardware, I personally don't believe that she was there. Huge shoutouts to Maya for providing us with the definitive evidence to put this case to rest. You rock. While we're here talking about Anna anyway, I do want to talk about some of the neat Anna facts that y'all pointed out in the comments of my previous video. The first is that Anna appears as one of the optional bosses of Apotheosis, and she has the highest stats of any boss in Fire Emblem ever. Well, except for HP, some of the monsters in 3 Houses have more HP than her 99, and technically you could say that the Engage bosses also have more HP because of how revival crystals work, but realistically, all other stats, Anna has the highest, so I think it's pretty accurate to say she's the highest statted boss Fire Emblem has had so far. And that kind of makes sense. Apotheosis is supposed to be the big number inflation map, where you take all of your broken endgame builds and put them to the test against the ultimate statistical challenge. It's personally not something that I find super interesting, but I'm glad that it exists, and I think it's cool that Anna is the boss. Another commenter pointed out that Anna runs the Link Arena in the GBA systems, which I had no idea about. I'm actually working on a video about Fire Emblem PvP, and I kinda wish that I had done these videos in the opposite order because I wouldn't have overlooked the fact that Anna runs the Link Arena if I had. At least, I hope I wouldn't have. Lastly, a couple of people drew attention to Anna's supports in Fire Emblem Warriors, of particular noting Celica's support with Anna, where she talks about how other people recognize Anna but she doesn't, as a cute reference to the fact that Gaiden and SOV are the only games in the franchise where Anna does not appear at all. In it, she talks about how she's happy she's the first Anna that Celica met because other people always just recognize her as, oh, another Anna, but Celica sees her as, well, as Anna. She even talks about how she's going to travel to Valentia because it is a world that doesn't have an Anna. Weirdly, this seems to imply that Valentia isn't in the same world as Arcanea, since Arcanea definitely has an Anna, but Valentia is also definitely in the same world as Arcanea, like the White Wings and Zeke all go over there from Arcanea. And Awakening makes this even more explicit by having the main cast travel between future Arcanea and future Valentia. I guess I could theoretically see this as evidence for the idea that multiple timelines, multiple worlds that I brought up as a possibility, but I don't think it's anything concrete. Maybe Anna here is just using the term world and continent interchangeably with each other, or maybe it's a translation error. However, on the topic of multiple worlds, many people did point out to me that Fire Emblem 4 canonically takes place in the same world as Fire Emblems 1 through 3, just on a different continent. After all, Naga exists in both settings, and in external interviews, Kaga has talked about how Loptis is either an Earth Dragon or was given the power of Earth Dragons. I found conflicting information on this. Regardless, Loptis being an Earth Dragon, while it is something that I find silly, is technically canon, and we kind of have to accept that as fact. And if we do, it means that Fire Emblem 4 is a situation similar to Valentia. Judd Girl is just another continent on the same world as Arcanea. This means the earliest point in which Fire Emblem could have had separate worlds is in the Alib games, which are after Kaga left. I guess this makes sense because Kaga likes his worlds to be interconnected. Apparently, in early drafts of Tearing Saga, it was supposed to be connected to Arcanea, and Berwick Saga is connected to Tearing Saga, in a similar way to Awakening being connected to SOV. That being, they are separated by far time and place. That's all I have in terms of corrections and new information on Anna. It's a much shorter video today, but these sorts of things help me pump out big projects without having to take weeks off. And I'm also helped out by my Patreons. So, thank you to Michael Kraus, Len, Gameboo, Karosa, Fyrant, Smaz Ruby, Saxon, Reflect, Marin McLean, Calamity Callie, Queen Eliza, Adele, They Thom, Andu, Jamie Collins, Mean Jojo, Thick Molder, Danielle Kalaskis, Jagan is an Est, Arvis, Belle Wenska, Die Psych, Tailored Muffin, George Granville the 7th PM, SUP, Caius Cole, Gabe the Green, Controlled Aegis, Joanna the Wrenchwitch, Juniper Junby, Ginger, Joseph Needing, and especially my Jagans, Autumn Kelsey, Sirison873, and Julia Kyoto. Your support is what makes this channel even viable for me. If you're interested in financially supporting the channel, there is a link to my Patreon below. It includes benefits like polls to influence the channel, early access to videos, and even some stuff that's a little too spicy for YouTube. But please, 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 only sign up if you can financially afford to do so safely. I don't want anyone going broke over Fire Emblem. Regardless of what you choose to do, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, gamers.